What is up, guys, and welcome to the Monday morning PlayStation podcast with your host, Dylan Lepore. Pleased to be with you this fine Monday morning, and it is a fine Monday morning. It's been tiresome. This podcast might come out a little bit later than you're probably used to. Because depending on time and probably the YouTube version of this video MP3 podcast will be out like around like I want to say the afternoon today, around like 7 8 ish, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Because my laptop takes long to render, but that is perfectly fine, because you guys can listen to my voice this entire time. But yeah, my weekend, there's a ton of Destiny stuff. Go check that out. I've been having a blast playing Destiny 2. It's been a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go and visit the tower today to go see that sneak peek, which is kind of sad. I didn't get to do that. Now I have to wait all the way to September to finally play that game, officially go into the tower. I really wanted to go to the tower, but I mean, I keep calling it the tower. The farm in Destiny. I keep wanting to call it the tower because I gotta get used to that. I wonder if we're ever going back to the tower. I talked about this before, like in a raid or something. But maybe we can actually go back to the tower in a future expansion as a social space, because they did mention that they're doing social spaces, but they said the farm will be your main social space, like the tower was. But it's going to be very interesting to see the new social spaces that they come up with, because right now we have 3 social spaces: the tower, Fellwinter's Peak, and Vestian Outpost. And those are really cool. They each one is very different in the way they do. I kind of poke fun at the Vestian Outpost because they have the terminal like in the far back in the right corner. Nobody goes over there, and they have the terminal where you pick up your missions that you didn't complete, and nobody goes over there. Nobody ever goes over there to get there. I don't even think anybody deletes their quests. I mean, I personally don't know anybody that deletes their quests, but God, nobody goes over there. This is a wasted space. But that is one of the problems that hopefully they fix in the farm, is all this wasted space that they just keep piling up. But with the backlash, I want to talk about the backlash for Destiny 2's beta. This insane feedback and backlash about the PvP and PvE, and them focusing too much on this, and then too much on that, and the supers suck, and it takes too long, and just like, chill out. This beta that we're playing is months old. This came out when they announced. The PlayStation. I mean, for the when they announced the Destiny 2, and they had the whole presentation that they had with their own like special event where they invited YouTubers and journalists and stuff to come play it. And that what we're playing is what they played, essentially. That is what it is, and they couldn't really tell us anything about that. Just they have all those little like Bungie-gism, all those little like pressers and stuff to keep them posting YouTube videos and keep talking about them, because obviously they want people to keep talking about them. I'm talking about them. Hey, hit me up, Bungie. You want to send me some stuff? I'll cover it, no problem. But yeah, it's just insane, the backlash. And you go to the Bungie forums and go to feedback, and some of the insane stuff people are saying, guys, they're not doing a copy and paste for freaking Destiny. They're trying to change it. The story, like, Nobody was talking about the story. The very first story was freaking amazing. And everybody was like, it kind of sucks. It just feels like the same Destiny. I'm like, this does not feel like the same Destiny at all. At all. Gunplay is different. Of course, that's what people are complaining about. And, but the story and that beginning, that last part, the beginning of that story mission and then the last part of that story mission was incredible. It was like a 30-minute, if you took your time, it was about like 30 minutes to complete that story mission, and that is a lot of time to complete one story mission. So if the story missions keep you invested like that, and if we have this constant battle between antagonists and protagonists, Destiny's story is going to be something of a marvel, hopefully, and I hope that it is, because judging by that first act, that first story mission, Homecoming, it is done marvelous, and God, I just love it so much, and it makes me angry. It feels like I'm watching The Dark Knight Rises again, where Bane's just like taking over and just destroying the Batman. That's what I felt like it was. And yes, Dark Knight Rises is my, I think, my favorite. I'm sorry to say that. The Dark Knight was pretty good. It's a very, very close first, but I think I like Rises more. Just gonna put that out there. Nobody text in the comments and be objective. I'm sorry about that. But so yeah, this weekend I've been playing Destiny. I've been making a ton of videos. Go watch them, please. Thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know, the whole jazz. But I also helped my grandparents this weekend. They're moving to Utah. Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to college. They're moving to Utah. Lots of stuff is changing. Lots of things are happening, but it's for the good. And now we have a nice. They kept joking. We have a nice vacation home now in Utah. But the house looks super nice, and I was helping them out today, moving furniture, packing up TVs, trying to figure out how a TV box works. Apparently, it's you put a TV in it, and then you take two boxes and go like that. The more you know. But that's pretty much it. I've just been constantly covering Destiny, and I'm gonna try getting some more articles put up. I wrote up an interview that I had with this guy named Jeffrey from One Up Forge, and that was pretty cool. So I would definitely go check that out on brutalgamer.com. It'll be on my website in like a week or so, maybe a week and a half from now. And he was really awesome. He helped me a lot with all the questions I had for him, and it was just an awesome guy, and it was my first interview, and I was glad to talk with him. So please check that out, brutalgamer.com, because that was a really cool thing I did, and hopefully I get to do more like that. But I personally found that guy myself, and so I know I can do that because I just did it. I just did it. But that is about it for the week I've done. I really haven't done, well, I haven't really done much outside of Destiny. Destiny. But if you guys have any video ideas and stuff like that, please send them to me through email, DylanL525911@gmail.com. Send your ideas to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, because I love to think and do more and try new things. That's what I did with the top 10 PlayStation games of July. So please, yeah, send out stuff to me. And if you guys didn't know, I'm Dylan Lepore, and this is the Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast. Each and every week on Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, a new podcast is released on YouTube and other podcasting services. and we're also on iTunes. Find the MP4 on YouTube at youtube.com/c/Dylan Lepore. And find the MP3 on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Dylan_Lepore. Also, again, on iTunes. So, trying to do a wide variety of podcasting apps. So, make sure you guys check that out. If you want to throw me a couple bucks, head on over to youtube.streamlabs. That is youtube.streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Dylan Lepore. It helps me keep the channel running and helps me pay for my SoundCloud subscription, which is necessary to keep this podcast running. So thanks for everybody that is donating. This is a passion of mine, and I hope you guys love this as much as I do. I love doing this, and if I can keep doing this every week, it is just awesome. I'm my own writer, so this is like 10 pages of stuff today. Since I'm a little bit tired, I didn't actually go through the PlayStation drop from PlayStation Blog. I didn't actually go through that and watch, because what I usually do is I go through that and watch every single trailer. Or if I played the game, I would write my little opinion about it, about each one, and then I'll talk about each one. But I'm a little bit short on time today, so I have to get this podcast out in the MP3. And so we're going to skip my opinion part and just go straight down the list and see if you guys like any of the games I describe to you. So there's always a lot of few gems I like to see. There's a lot of those Steam games that nobody likes, like PlayStation. PlayStation is difficult with that, but there's no I Am Bread on this list, so you don't have to worry about that. No I Am Bread. Jeez, that game's terrible. But so let's start off the news with Telltale Games confirms. Telltale Games confirms a new season of the award-winning The Wolf Among Us in the development for 2018. I played this on the PS Vita, and I freaking love it. I still need to finish it. I'm at the very last couple of last episodes, and I need to finish that. But yeah, the game is awesome, and so far I'm loving it, and I can't wait because I want more of this. I mean, I love the detective stuff and all that stuff, but let's get into the article. In an article from Xbox Sector, they said, in partnership with DC Entertainment and Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, award-winning developer and publisher of digital entertainment, lots of entertainment, Telltale Games today announced a second season of The Wolf Among Us, a Telltale's game series. The critically acclaimed and award-winning episodic adventure game series based on Bill Weminghay's Fables comic book series is set to debut in 2018. With overwhelming popular demand from fans since the series concluded in 2014, Telltale surprised their fans today in an announcement video from the cast and crew confirming that the project is coming in the year ahead. Though this new season has not yet been officially titled, it will debut in the second half of 2018 across all major gaming consoles and mobile gaming devices. This new season will begin a fresh story arc for its returning cast of characters, featuring the return of Bigby Wolf and Snow White. The Wolf Among Us, a Telltale game series, was met with critical acclaim and heralded as a 2014 Game of the Year contender by GameStop.com. The series also received awards for Best Story and Best Performances by IGN.com and was awarded the Best Narrative at the SXSW Gaming Awards. The final episode of The Wolf Among Us, a Telltale's game series, received a 9.3 out of 10 score from IGN, so I got something in store for me. Who awarded it Game of the Month, saying, simply put, The Wolf Among Us final provides some of the finest storytelling I've ever played in a game in a long time. Telltale's Telltale's Final is a fantastic adventure and some of the best work that the studio's ever done. Nerdist.com called the series, upon its conclusion, a tour de France of sex, lies, murder, descent, and ultimately hope. Ah, God, I need some water. A consistent New York Times bestseller, Fables was created by Bill Wimminghayes and became one of DC's Entertainment's longest-running series, published under its Vertigo. I don't know why I'm so close to the camera. Vertigo imprint from 2002 to 2015, with over a dozen awards, including Best Writer, Best New Series, numerous wins for Best Serialized Story. The Fables universe has become one of the richest mythologies in the world of comics, imagining that characters from the world's most beloved storybooks are real and living among us with all their powers impact. The second season of The Wolf Among Us, a Telltale Games series, will be a standalone project separate from the season 1 and is licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. The second season will be available for download on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, Mac, iOS, and Android-based devices. So no PS Vita, sorry. Guys suck. Additionally, additional platforms are yet to be announced, so maybe PS Vita. The series is currently in development and has not yet been rated by the ESRB. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat started it all. Well, there's some controversy between that. They're like, no, it didn't start it all. But technically, I say it did. My opinion is correct 100% of the time. But I'm really excited for this, and I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on what, if you have not played The Wolf Among Us, what are you waiting for? Seriously, stop it. Drop it right now. Give me 20, and then go to GameStop or go to your digital store and purchase that crap. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight what the Wolf Among Us is about. I really like the opening scene where it's driving in a car and it's just like the city lights and stuff. It's just really unique and just a great game to play, and hope you guys play it. Destiny 2 Open Beta Extended. So this is really cool, but I don't know how much more I can take of it. I mean, if I can get some rare loot, you guys probably heard, if you guys play Destiny, you probably heard that people are getting rare loot now. I mean, if I can get rare loot, I can. If I don't, I'm not gonna worry about it because I can't keep it. I'm not gonna keep playing Destiny 2, and because I'm playing the beta just for fun, making videos out of it, doing stuff, creating stuff, thinking of new ideas, like grabbing ledges. Nobody has really talked about, made a video about that, so I did. That's what I like to do. I don't like to make videos of Xur videos. I stopped making Xur videos. It's just ridiculous. It's just about timing, and if whoever can get the first Xur day video out, they're the man. It's just, if there's something special about that day, about that particular Xur day, then I'll do it. But other than that, I mean, God, it just sucks because so many Destiny YouTubers are just making the same stuff as like, this is what this subclass does, and there's another YouTuber, this is what this subclass does, and they're all about the same subclass. Both those videos are about the same subclass, and they both cover the same things. And they're not their opinions, they're just covering the same things about that specific factual information. That's what I don't like to do. So I like to... you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. So, in an article from GameSpot, Bungie has just announced Destiny 2's open beta is being extended. The beta was supposed to wrap up today. Actually, yesterday. It ends today. Whatever. But instead, access to it will remain open for everyone until the evening of July 25th. around 6 p.m. Pacific / 9 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. BST to allow for additional service testing. The official tweet says, the Destiny 2 beta has been extended through Tuesday, 7/25 for additional service testing. Expected completion is 6 p.m. So, for real here, I expected them to extend it. I 100% expected them to extend it. They did it multiple times with the alpha and the beta, and I mean, was it really a surprise? I mean, like, I don't think, I know a lot of people might have been surprised, but longtime Destiny player here, hi. I wasn't surprised at all, and I kind of knew that they were gonna do this. It's just it's what it is. It's what it is. It is what it is. Thank you. Correcting myself, Dylan. Destiny 2's open beta began on July 1st and offers players a taste of the campaign's multiplayer. The opening mission, Homecoming, is available, and you can see some of the cinematics from the campaign. There's also the attack/defend countdown mode on the Endless Vow map. The Inverted Spire is also playable for those who want to try a strike. It's set in a Vex stronghold and can be played with 2 friends. Matchmaking is available to fill these slots for those that aren't using a pre-arranged fire team. Click here to see a video. For PC players, an open beta is currently being planned for late August. Click here to see a video. Boop. In the middle of YouTube. The YouTube emblem was like right there. There, right there. Destiny 2 launches on September 6th for PS4 and Xbox One, and on October 24th for PC. The game will feature considerable changes from the first Destiny and from this beta, such as social space that will evolve over time and a new raid that's unlike anything that we've done, according to Bungie. In addition, it will feature a lot more story than the first game. I wonder what's your opinion on the Stranger? What's happened to her? Because her story, whatever she was doing, seemed way better than what we were doing. I felt like what we're doing in Destiny is like not even matching what that Stranger was doing, because she was like protecting a wall. She was talking to people. God, I want to know more, but we don't know more. Unless I have hookups with the writers at Bungie. But speaking of betas, we have even more beta action, because Destiny isn't the only beta, you know. It's Destiny. Go play other games. Destiny isn't just the game for you. There's other games. Ghost Recon Wildlands multiplayer beta set to kick off this summer. In an article by Digital Trends, they say Ubisoft's Ghost Recon Wildlands is the best-selling game of 2017 thus far, and its cooperative campaign is absolutely enormous. You can easily sink 30 hours into it without even completing the final mission. That is insane. But the game launched without competitive multiplayer, a staple of the series for years. They will soon change They will soon change as Team Deathmatch makes its way to the Wildlands, like this autumn, taking place after the fall of the Santa Blanca cartel. The 4-on-4 Ghost War Deathmatch mode pits the Ghost against a squad of Spec Ops soldiers fighting to get a foothold in the country. Unlike the campaign's more laissez-faire approach to character customization, Ghost War will have players make use of classes like Scout, Sniper, and Tank, but the game will still make use of an environments complete with changing weather patterns. To expect the tactical toolset, The team has added a new suppression system that affects your vision while you're under heavy fire, and implemented new sound markers to help players locate their enemy's position. Lead game designer Lucan said, a suppression mechanic was actually included in the previous game, Ghost Recon Future Soldier. There's a force players back into cover with an enemy was firing on their position, allowing for other soldiers to move to a position and flank opponents. In open multiplayer maps, this could allow for some unique strategies. Some markers will also make it easy to spot an enemy's location after they fired a shot. So, like, the long distance sniper, he shoots, and you can see like a little dot of light indicating that he's over there. Like a flare, but the flare lasts, kind of, for like the red dot with snipers on Destiny. If you want to try out Ghost War prior to its official launch, you can participate in open beta later this summer. It will be available on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. The full mode will arrive as a full update in autumn. Ghost Recon Wildlands has had 2 multiplayer expansions available if you've already finished the main campaign. Narco Road tasks the ghosts with breaking up L individual's drug ring, while Fallen Ghost sees a protagonist in danger as they attempt to extract United States citizens from war-torn Bolivia. The latter expansion has been better received than the former, and both are available as part of the game's season pass. Pretty cool. I got a right there. Can't really see it, but I have a Ghost Recon from their awards. I have their water tin thing. Thank you, Steven. Oh my god. For that, helping me choose that hard decision I had in my life. But yeah, I still need to play Ghost Recon Wildlands. I just wanted to cover the beta because I knew that was something important to be discussed, because this game is actually doing pretty well. It's just not a lot of talk about it, but it is doing pretty well, and people are playing it. And Tom Clancy games, who doesn't love Tom Clancy games? I mean, rest in peace, man. Next up, we got PS4's 2018 lineup is very strong. Too early to tell whether there will be another refresh. And so they're talking about the games this year, but let me just dive right into the article. In an article from WCCF Tech, they said Jim Ryan, global head of marketing and sales at PlayStation, as well as CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment Europe, was interviewed by several outlets during E3 2017. As usual, Edge's interview through only became available now that the latest September issue, 309, is available for purchase. When asked about widespread disappointment about the relative lack of new AAA exclusives for PlayStation 4, Ryan pointed out that big games have been released and will release this year, while adding that the lineup of PlayStation 4 titles scheduled for 2018 is very strong. And indeed, it is. It's like it was my last one. My last podcast, I talked about the PlayStation exclusives being boring from that other guy's article. I don't think that. It was from the other guy's article. It is insane. What is he talking about? PlayStation exclusives being cookie cutter. It's just like, no, please stop. I was the first one to comment on that article, and then I got an email from the commenting app, the replying on articles app. What is it called? It started with a D. I don't have the app for it. I just comment because I'm with other websites. But I got a whole bunch of emails saying, yeah, this guy's insane. I don't know what he's talking about. Stop it, please. And yeah, tell me in the comments down below, or hit me up on social, anywhere, Instagram, Twitter, at Dyanslegos, one word. hit me up and saying, what do you guys think about PlayStation exclusives? Do you feel like they're being cookie cutter? Yeah, just I'd like to know what you guys think, and it's very interesting to see this kind of attack, attack, not really an attack on PlayStation exclusives like that. Because I know if you play Xbox, you have like the cool, like, I'm going to shoot some guys and make some blood and gore and first person shooters a lot. And they definitely tried like Spark. Was it the game called Spark? Yeah, and that didn't even came out, that was canceled. Sadly, Xbox. But let's continue with the article. When asked about the widespread, I already read that. I understand that we probably haven't been sufficiently vocal about a new year in which we've had Horizon Zero Dawn, which has been a hugely successful new IP, and breaking new IP. What? And breaking new IP, and you know this as well as I do, is fraught with peril. We've got that. We've got Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, and we've got Gran Turismo Sport. All in the same year. All from our studios. All exclusives to PlayStation. I think that's pretty decent statement. I think that's many of the games that you saw at E3 2017 that are coming to 2018 are looking very strong. He continues to say, so far we know that Spider-Man God of War, the Shadow of the Colossus remake, and Detroit Become Human are all due to launch next year. Days Gone, on the other hand, still doesn't have any release window attached to it. Days Gone I'm interested in, because if you played Uncharted Golden Abyss, or played any of the Cypher Filter games, or Resistance on the PSP, I forget the name of that one. It's over there somewhere, I think. Camera shaky. Sorry about that. If you haven't played those games, they're made by Ben Studios, Sony's Ben Studios, and them working on a console game is very scary. So hopefully they turn out good, because what they did with Uncharted Lost Legacy, they did a fantastic job with that game. Having an Uncharted game on, like, it wasn't the best Uncharted game, but having an Uncharted game on the PlayStation PS Vita is still an incredible feat. I love the story, I love the characters in it, and yeah, I love that Sully was in it. But moving on, Ryan also talked about the recurring topic of whether or not the hardware refreshes release mid-generation PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One S will happen again in the future. He seemed to leave the door open to the possibility, though he wouldn't confirm either way. It's a very interesting question. The cultural phenomenon of regular updates to smartphones and tablets is without question. Perhaps coloring mindsets and the days of the 13-year PlayStation 2 cycle will almost certainly never repeat themselves, but equally a platform is very delicate ecosystem, and if that platform is to succeed, you've got to give those who make content for it and the chance to recoup on it. At the end of the day, like it or not, these are businesses. I'm never. You can consider an Xbox, PlayStation, a PC, because they're having PC hardware in it now, like PC hardware. You can consider that, but I'm not gonna stop playing consoles ever. They keep making them, I'll keep playing them. That is the way it's going to be. But obviously, younger generations, they still have Nintendo. Nintendo ain't going anywhere. I don't mean that as a bad thing. I mean that's a good thing. They're not going anywhere. But hopefully, PlayStation keeps at it, and Xbox is getting maybe a little bit too PC for me. Uh, but moving on, we struck, and Microsoft has as well a good balance of innovation within the confines of the platform. Also, services which operate along a linguistically particular hardware, like PlayStation Now, for example, are something you're going to see more of. I think we're only 6 months into PlayStation 4 Pro, and it's too early to tell. The Xbox One X hasn't launched yet. I don't know if this is the way forward or not. It's an interesting point. But we'll see. I mean, PlayStation 4 Pro, all these. I'm not getting a PlayStation 4 Pro. Like, if you guys want to give me a Pro, I don't mind. But I like my PlayStation 4. I have the same I hear stories about people's PlayStation 3 dying and like they're losing. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You just set it down on a table. You don't move it. You don't move it. Don't move it. Like, move it. If you have to move it, wrap it up in a blanket. That's what I do. I wrap it up in a towel, nice and folded. Put it in a bag. Take care of the bag. Transport the bag easily. Drop it off. Unravel it. Take it out. Set it on a table. Don't move it. Just plug it in, and there you go. I hear all these stories about their PlayStation just like burning out, dying, not working anymore. I'm like, there has to be something on your end, because I had that PS3 since 2008. It was like one of the. It's not the 2006 one where the flap opens. You can play PlayStation 2 games. There's a flap on the left side. You can play PlayStation 2 games. It's that model, but the flap doesn't open and doesn't play PlayStation 2 games. It plays PlayStation 1 games, but the flap doesn't open. So it's like, I think it was like the 50 gig model. I mean, that's what I think it is. Because I bought all my games. Physical. I like physical games. I didn't even get PlayStation Plus when it first came out. I got it when I got my PS4, obviously, because I needed it. But yeah, I don't see it going anywhere. I'm gonna keep playing my PS Vita. I'm gonna keep playing my PSP. I'm gonna keep playing my PlayStation 4, my PS3. My PS3. I have so many games for my PS3. I can play a game, write about it, make a couple videos out of it. You can do a lot. You can do a ton. Not to say that anybody's going to watch those videos, but what I care. I'm doing this for experience and the fun of the game and the fun of the chase, you know, all that stuff. And I just hope you guys enjoy this and don't get too PC on me. I guess that's a double meaning. But let's get right into the drop, I guess. We can talk about the drop. What is the drop? Like a couple pages long. So, let's get right into it. So, like I said before, I didn't get a chance to watch the trailers for these games or anything of that nature. So I don't really have any opinions on any of these games besides one I know of. Because they had to change their name because a certain game came out that they were named the same name of that game, and they didn't want to have any confusion and steal their market, essentially, from that game. So let's just start the list. New releases week of July 25th, 2017. A healer only lives twice. That's interesting. PS4 digital. Monsters have concerned you in a dungeon. Yeah. Quarters. As a newly hired priest, your duties are to use your magical abilities to heal your comrade, a knight on the front line, and provide support during battle. Will these two brave soldiers live to see the lights of day again? I don't know. Active Soccer. Active Soccer 2 DX. Let's play some Active Soccer, guys. PS4 and PS Vita. Digital cross-buy. Active Soccer 2 DX is an exciting top-down arcade football game providing a fast-paced arcade experience. Word to your mother. Avon Colony, PS4 Digital. Build a new home for humanity in Avon Colony. Discover Avon Prime, an alien planet of deserts, tundras, and wetlands light years from Earth. Build your colonies into massive sprawling cities while dealing with the challenges faced when settling on a new world. Circuit Breakers, PS4 Digital. Go back to the 1980s. Shoot, explode, and explore in this frenzied top-down arcade blaster with a modern twist. Become a supreme warrior, a co-op with up to 3 friends to rid the universe of a ruthless galactic robot army. Intergalactic robot army. Collar X Malice, PS4 Digital, out the 28th of June. A dangerous shadow organization launches a campaign of fear and violence in the city of Shinjuku, pushing society to the brink of chaos. As a young police officer tasked with restoring order, you become the target of an attack and have a poisonous collar attached to your neck. With the situation spiraling out of control and time running out, 5 mysterious strangers appear to aid you in your quest for the truth. Oh, that sounds interesting. The Contractor. Now this is I think this is like a mob game. The Contractor. Scary. This comes out the 28th of June also. On PS4. In a town where anything goes, you can't rise to the top without taking a few others down. From dodgy deals to shifty tricks, do what you gotta do to go from small time slumlord to filthy rich tycoon. Fortnight, PS4, digital or retail. The storm came without warning. 98% of the world's population vanished. Then came the monsters. Lead the world's remaining heroes in the fight. Lead the world's remaining heroes in the fight to hold back the storm. Explore the large, destructible world where no two games are very the same. Build huge forts, craft exotic weapons, find loot, and level up your heroes. Take on the storm with 4-player online co-op. Welcome to Epic Games' new action-building game, Fortnite. I think I'm gonna play this one actually, because I think it's free for PlayStation players. Also, there's some free PlayStation Plus content I believe is coming. Don't quote me on any of that, but that's what I believe. Heroes of the Seven Seas PSVR Digital. Play as a pirate seeking the legendary Seven Sea artifacts in a vivid VR world. And that is the entire description of that. That is sad. Infinite Mini Golf PSVR Digital. Have fun in Infinite Mini Golf, a never-ending mini golf experience. Take part in tournaments and challenges. Use arcade-style power-ups and experience unique gameplay, great graphics, and more. It's spring again. PS Vita Digital, out June 28th. An educational game for children ages 2 and up. For the PS Vita? What? An educational game for children 2 and up. It uses game mechanics to teach children about the seasons. Does that have trophies? I mean, if that has trophies, yeah, that'd be... Oh my god. I would totally pick up that game if you just want a quick 100. If that has every game has to have trophies now. So, 2-up. Okay, let's continue. That is insane. Educational games coming to the PS Vita. Oh my god. And leaving Lindo. PS4 digital out June 27th. It's Claire's last day on the island where she grew up. She needs to complete this thing, visit her favorite places, and say her goodbyes before leaving on a journey she may not return from. Lost Grimoires, Stolen Kingdom, PS4 digital. An alchemist returns home from the university to finish her training under a great master. Things go wary when she revisits her family's home, where dark secrets and the mystery of her parents' disappearance lie buried. Player, PS Vita digital. Player is an exciting new action game in which you control Laura, the astronaut, using the challengeable colors of her spacesuit. You must activate the defense system of an entire city, jump and change. That's all you need to do. That's literally it says. It says that's all you need to do. It says, there you go. If you're watching it, see, that's all you need to do. These descriptions are hilarious. A freaking 2-up game. But let's continue with this reading. Jesus, man, there's a lot of freaking games. Pressure Overdrive. Ready for overdrive? Upgrade your steam buggy and pump up the pressure while you boost and blast your way through vibrant settings and countless enemies. Intense arcade action is waiting for you. Prey. PS4 digital. This is not Prey, the first person action thriller adventure, whatever you want to call it. I forget the studio who made this. God. They had to change their name because they didn't. They requested to change the name, and they forced them to change their name because of they didn't want to steal or take property, and people would be confused. They didn't want to confuse people because their time zones are very close when they release. Prey is a party-based RPG from the creators of Bastion and Transistor. Lead your band of exiles to freedom through a series of mystical competitions in the campaign, or challenge a friend to a fast-paced ritual showdown to the head-to-head versus mode. So this is not your average, like, Bastion and Transistor are very, like, RPG storytelling games. This does have a campaign, but it's more of a party. Yeah, like it said, it's more of a party RPG. So if you're going in here thinking that you're going to get like a Bastion Transistor experience like that, because I love Transistor, you're probably not going to get that exact experience. A little bit more fun, a little bit more not that serious. But I'll definitely go try out this game if you like Bastion or Transistor, or if you haven't played Bastion or Transistor yet. I don't know what's wrong with you. So pick up the pace, man. Pick up the pace. Rugby League Live 4. PS4 digital out June 28th. A deep career mode that spans multiple decades. Take a player from junior ranks right up to the big leagues. Oh, Smashbox Arena PSVR digital. An action-packed multiplayer VR game. Smashbox Arena throws players into a shootout battle of team versus team, power-up versus power-up. Whew. Nasty. Components can play single player, party up with your friends, or face off against opponents across the globe. Sundread. I think that's how you say it. PS4 digital out June 28th. Sundread is a horrifying fight for survival and sanity. A hand-drawn epic from the creators of Jatoon. Never played it. Resist or embrace ancient Elderith powers. You can play ease wandered in a ruined world, trapped in ever-changing canvases filled with hordes of terrifying enemies. That was hard to read. Super cloud built PS4 digital. I think I was making it hard to read. Take on the role of Demi, a young soldier who wakes up in the empty shell of a ruined building in a strange new world. Disconnected from her old life and physical body. With each new challenge she overcomes, Demi slowly pieces together the future now laid out before her. Thesis. PSVR digital. The 26th of June. Thesis is not about this. Let me see this. Thesis is an immersive VR experience that offers a new take on the myth of the Minotaur. Enjoy a mix of exploration, story, and combat with a strong cinematic feel. Do you have what it takes to unveil the truth that lies at the heart of the labyrinth? Anything that says labyrinth is like death. Whatever. Like, I don't know. Maybe, but when I first saw this game, I was like, is this another educational game? I'm not gonna get PSVR for educational games. For Two It Up. Learn about the seasons in PSVR. Oh, that's what snow looks like. Tiny Tracks, PSVR digital. Epic racing in a tiny world. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice headline. Epic racing in a tiny world. Childhood imaginations comes to life as the tiny racers boost around your body. What? Jump overhead and drift around bends inches from your face. PSVR game. That's kind of cool. You have a racetrack like right in your face, and you look around. There's like a car coming at you. Unbox Newbie's Adventure at PS4 Digital. The ultimate postal service has arrived. Self-delivering cardboard boxes. Unbox Newbie's Adventures in a unique physics platformer. Enjoy an epic single-player adventure or grab up to 4 friends for local multiplayer races, battles, and changes. Voice Stock Inc. PS4 Digital out the 26th of June. You're the newly appointed CEO of Voice Stock Inc. As a greedy space capitalist, your goal is to get filthy stinking rich. Pilot your own ship and blast your way through the solar system and collect cash to help profit your company. And that is it! Oh my god, I'm going to throw this across the room. That is it for the freaking list. I actually need that back. That is it for the freaking list of freaking stuff. Yeah, so much work, but I love it. And this has actually turned out to be quite a long podcast. Wow, almost at an hour. But I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. I hope you guys like this podcast. Hope you guys like we do. I'm trying to come up with new segments. Like I said, all I've been playing is Destiny, so I haven't been playing much. What I watched recently, I watched To the Bone recently, and that was a really good movie. Okja I also watched. That was a fantastic movie. I also watched Friends, College Friends, Friends of College, Friends on Netflix, and that was I really liked that TV show. So if you need movie recommendations, hit me up. You need TV show recommendations, try to hit me up. I don't watch that much TV shows as much as I do with movies. But yeah, talk to me if you need that. I've been reading Critical Path, How to Review Video Games for a Living book. I'm a video game journalist. Yeah, I haven't been doing much. I got a new watch that turned out to be kind of crappy. I don't know why I got it. Freaking Instagram. That's another story for another day. I'm still waiting for my second one to come in. You order something and then you move and then you never see it again. Never see it in the first place. But then again, I hope you guys do enjoy this. I hope you guys ask me questions. You send me questions and I'll try to answer them on this podcast. I'm trying to come up with new segments. Maybe lessen the drop a little that I talked about, all those games that dropped. Lessen that a little. Try to get like 4, 5, maybe 10, maybe less than that games to talk about. And I watch the trailers for them, talk about them, and then talk about my experiences and reviewing games and just keep. I'm trying to keep this more lively and trying to have fun with this. That's my whole plan with it, and I want to make you guys laugh. I want to make you guys think a little about video game industry and PlayStation, that all as a whole, and trying to give you recommendations on games I play and I know that are good. I'm not trying to bash any games here because it's video games and I love video games, and granted there are some bad games out there, but I'm not going to be like I'm not going to be. They put hard work into what they do, and I thank them every day for it. I go to that TV right there, and I thank them every day. Like, thank you for making this. Like, thank you. There's just so much to do and play and read and watch, and God, we live in a crazy time. But remember, guys, this is the Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast with your host, Dylan Lepore. Each and every week on Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, a new podcast is released on YouTube and other podcasting services. Find the MP4 on YouTube at youtube.com/c/Dylan Lepore, and find the MP3 on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Dylan_Lepore. We're also on iTunes as well, so just look up Dylan Lepore or the Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast. You'll easily find it. If you want to, again, if you want to throw me a couple bucks, head on over to youtube.streamlabs.com. Link in the description. Always, just throw me a couple bucks. It helps me out tremendously. Like, honestly, and thank you guys for donating, the ones that are. It helps me out tremendously. I appreciate it so much. It's insane. You guys are great. Thanks for watching. Jesus. Thanks for watching. And this is Dylan Lepore signing off. Bye.